This week's theme on the Retirement Quick Tips podcast is an anatomy of a perfect credit score. Today, I'm talking about a credit score that's good enough. So I've always been a very driven person. I want to have A+ grades. I wanted to be the best player on my basketball team. In fact, I wanted to be the first woman in the NBA, not the WNBA. That wasn't around when I was a kid. I wanted to be in the NBA. No joke. I didn't realize that was going to be impossible. Now I'm terrible at basketball. I can't even tell you the last time. Actually, no, I played horse with my husband and don't tell anyone, but I did beat him. It was a close game, but I did win. Don't tell him. I don't want him to be embarrassed. Okay, so if you are a perfectionist sicko like me, then you might be tempted to chase a perfect 850 credit score, especially if you have your financial house in order. If I put myself in that situation and I'm like, okay, I'm doing everything right. I'm saving for retirement. I have cash in the bank. I'm not up to my eyeballs in debt. Then why wouldn't I want to chase a perfect credit score? It's sort of like the proof that you have made it financially, that you are on secure financial footing. But the truth is that if your credit score is at least a 760, then there is no real difference between that and an 850. You're not getting any better rates. So if you're chasing a perfect 850 instead of a good enough 760, I think it's worthwhile to really ask yourself why. Like, are you doing it for bragging rights? Are you doing it for your own ego? Or maybe you're just trying to convince yourself that you've made it financially. And like, that is the proof, right? So if you really think about it, you probably won't have the opportunity to tell anyone about your perfect credit score other than, I don't know, the finance manager at the car dealership. Okay. And then they're going to forget about you 10 minutes after you leave and walk out the door anyways. And also, if you think about it, like, it might be a little tricky to weave. Like, maybe you're just desperate to weave the fact that you have the perfect credit score into your next dinner party conversation. Okay. But if you think about it, it might be tricky to do that without you sounding like a bit of a braggart. So if you have a 760 or an 800 credit score and you're still striving for better, more higher 850, I got to get to 850, there's no need because you are already getting the best rates as long as you are at that 760. So I just want to tell those of you who need to hear it that if you are striving for the perfect credit score, and you already are at an 8 or a 760 or higher, then you can just relax a little bit. You're good. A Wall Street Journal article on this very topic says that a very good credit score, 750 and above, should be enough to qualify you for the top borrowing rates. John, I'm going to butcher his name, Alzheimer. He's an Atlanta credit card expert and writer. He formerly worked at Equifax and he's also worked for FICO. He said, quote, other than vanity, which I totally get, that's his words, there is really no reason to have an 850. But if you're still itching for a perfect credit score, for those of you who just are desperate and need it and have to have it, I will cave, I guess, and I'll share with you what it takes to achieve that in tomorrow's episode. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Ashley Michike, and this is the Retirement Quick Tips Podcast.